The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
And guys, new logo, new intro, new building,
new host, Travis Keen.
It's a new BillsAholic pod.
Whoa, look at that shot. Look at that shot.
We are BillsAholic pod under construction.
We are. We're over here on the Tank Talk set tonight.
We got the Tank Talk mics.
Tank Talk. Tank's still in the room. He's about 500 yards to the left of us here.
Can you hear?
Oh, man.
That's enough Tank Talk. There
we go.
Want to see how the Colts season ended?
Oh, drop ball. Damn. All right. What an interesting way to start off the episode. What a
throwing shade.
Beautiful intro right there, made by yours truly, Tank over there. We'll give him a little bit of props.
Those heat.
But we don't want to give him too much for the little shot that he just gave us. But how about it, guys? Walking into the facility tonight, I guess. Well, the new Emerge Studios. It's electrifying. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot going on here.
We got the full tour.
As you can see, that shot that he just panned to there. I mean, we got the full tour tonight. Wait until our little room is set, man. It is gonna be crazy. It is gonna be crazy. A lot in the work here. And we're super excited for sure.
So how you guys been? It's been a long.
When
did we last see each other?
We were with each other. We were with each other for the draft.
Thursday.
So it's been a week. It's been a week. We
went
live on Tuesday for the pod, and then we did go live for the draft. So it's been a week since we've been live on YouTube, but nonetheless,
it seemed like forever since I saw you guys.
That's fair, Travis. I saw you on Friday for the second and third round.
Oh, you did.
Well. You ended up actually popping over.
Oh, I did.
After you told me you were
for the third round.
Yeah, you were like, I might not. You're like, I probably won't come over tonight, and then you ended up showing up. So, and you watched. Who do we take?
Third round.
We took
the running back.
No.
Was he fourth round?
Dwayne
Carter out of Duke.
Tackle.
That's the Duke guy I was telling you guys.
I'm feeling that pick.
He's a beast. Now that's a guy that can get to the quarterback.
I would like to think their first couple of picks are all probably serviceable starters potentially. Well, not starters, but Cole Bishop's got a good chance at starting. That's for sure. Keon Coleman, you got about no choice.
Yeah. I looked up on the depth chart today.
Dylan.
Hey, Dilly.
Shout out to Dylan Wilson tuning into the pod tonight. A little bit of a different setup here tonight, Dylan. Got 4 viewers tonight. This is exciting.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
But yeah, I looked at the depth chart, and they already have Cole Bishop in front of Mike Edwards on the depth chart. Well, it's kind of interesting.
There we go. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
It's a long off season.
Do we have a we got a long time to go here. Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know.
Martin.
Hey, Martin.
We need a we'll see GIF.
Yeah. This might be easy. We're only a couple minutes in.
Yeah, it's not gonna take him long. We'll have this by tomorrow morning. Yeah, it will be tomorrow morning. It'll be like I'll be at work and I'll get a text and it'll just be like,
it's gonna be like,
here you go. Chill out. I knew it was gonna happen. The best part is if Tank had his tank cam, all right. The grilling is gonna chill. We're gonna chill here with the grilling tonight. All right, Ben. That's cool.
What'd he say?
He says, "Nah, that's crazy." Oh, we do got an aim. We do have one.
I only have a couple.
We do have one. Nah, the glazing in the chat tonight's really crazy. That's honestly pretty crazy.
Can't guard me. That's crazy.
We'll just stick right on this shot right here, Travis. I'm sorry. Although Travis has got a solo shot right. We're good. We're good. Oh, nah, Ben's right though, bro. Them dogs are barking. Chill out, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you? Yo, you did not need to go back to the shot. The best part is we talked about this pre-pod, man. Talked about this coming straight for the dogs. You know why I brought the dogs out tonight? Because the Bills drafted a couple of dogs. A lot of them. Keon Coleman, Buffalo Bill, pick 33. How we feeling, boys?
That is one funny motherfucker.
He is a funny guy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Man, you can't comment on if he's a funny guy or not.
That he's fucking hilarious.
Let me get some of them cookies.
No, man.
He's excited. He was
right. I'm half and half right now.
Night right after the draft. Yo, fellas, I need a jersey.
That's facts. But you can ask McKenna and Casey. I think I threw a big ass hissy fit.
All right, fair enough.
Didn't want
What's
him.
this comment?
Didn't want him at all.
I like this. Oh
Who
my
did you
god!
want?
Oh
Who
my
did you
god!
want to see at?
Oh, they're just talking about Garden John.
Who did you want to see at 33?
They can't guard me. That's crazy.
Socks and sandals is criminal.
Like who was available? Like whoever was available.
Nobody. Receiver wise.
So did you want to trade back again?
No, I wanted Leggett over Coleman.
Yeah.
Personally, I was out on McConkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, 33. I'm fine with Coleman. Like, don't get me wrong. The upside is crazy.
Right.
Just not.
Now,
my
how do you
first
feel
pick.
about Brandon Beane sliding back to the second round so we don't get that fifth-year option? How do you feel about that? What's your
value? It's all about value, baby.
Okay.
I can't, dude. I just can't. I'm reading.
Are they still going on about the dogs?
Yeah, oh yeah, Jacob. Nah, letting them dogs bark without a leash is criminal. Oh my god! Wait till we get a dogs barking GIF, Martin. This is absolutely crazy. What a wonderful night here.
You should charge all of them $10.99.
I know, dude. This is why John's one of my favorite people in this world.
That's $10.99 for all of you for looking at his dogs.
Yeah, that's also criminal that everybody's looking at my dogs. That's crazy.
Just
That's
weird
crazy.
if you ask me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I had shoes on, they wouldn't even be looking. Like, what are we talking about here? Although that's a shot. That's a shot right there that like you just can't miss them. To be honest with you, in their defense.
No, they're out.
They're out. Now, okay, so pick 33, Keon Coleman. I'm with that. And then rolling around pick 60, Cole Bishop, getting our starting safety. Well, I presume our starting safety potentially. I like what I see from him. I don't mind the pick. I know John. I'm surprised not wearing a Lions shirt coming in tonight. I thought seeing safety in the top 2 rounds would have sent you.
Hey, we tried telling him.
I debated it, actually. I can't lie. The only reason I didn't wear it is because it was dirty.
All right, that's fair.
Kidding.
That's fair.
No,
I can appreciate
did
that.
say-
Sitting next to you tonight. So.
I had to stay true to my word, though. I said if they drafted a D tackle in the first round, I'm out.
Me and you both would have been angry, bro.
And they didn't. So no, I like the Cole Bishop pick. The only knock I've seen is he has short arms and his missed tackle rate's pretty high.
Yeah.
But whatever. Kid's got a high motor.
It's kind of interesting too, because like Bean was afraid that he wasn't going to fall to us, and he was even prepared to trade up for.
He
Cole
tried
Bishop.
to trade up.
Yeah.
Everybody said no.
That's all right.
It's okay. It's okay.
He fell right into our laps. 3rd round, pick 95, Dwayne Carter. That's a pick. At first, I was like, "What, dude? No way!" With like you had Troy Franklin sit on the board, who fell even a little bit further than that. Obviously,
We were banging the fucking.
I was gonna say
table
we're banging
for
the
Troy
table for
Franklin.
Troy Franklin there, but I mean Dwayne Carter, another guy like you looked at what they did in the interior defensive line this offseason, and yeah, they retained DeQuan Jones, but they got that guy from the Chargers, Austin Johnson.
Yeah, DeQuan's boy.
Yeah, DeQuan's boy. And then they grabbed one more interior defensive lineman, I think, in free agency too.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember his name.
Yeah, I'm going to butcher the name. I can't remember. But anyways, I think Dwayne Carter gives you a really good chance at. I mean, he's a rotation. He's going to be in that rotation. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he'll be in that rotation. And he seems like he's serviceable for sure. And honestly, one of my favorite picks, that 4th round pick at pick 128, they landed Ray Davis. Not the running back that I would have necessarily wanted, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've tossed and turned about this pick. I've been on the side where I didn't like it, and then I've been on the side where I kind of like it. And I will say the Bills, the last how many years have went out and signed a veteran running back for 1 year, and that's been our second string back or power back. Well, now you got Ray Davis on a cheap round 4 contract for 4 years. So I'm excited.
I will. You go ahead first. You go.
I don't like. So I like the players, and Dwayne Carter and Ray Davis. Hate where they got drafted. Absolutely hate where they got drafted.
So my thing on Ray Davis, I like it. He gives you power back ability. But my thing is, he's 24 and he's a running back. That's a lot of miles on his feet.
It's like buying a used car.
Right. He's been to 3. My thing is though too, like he's been to 3 colleges. Oh, you had to throw your job in there a little bit.
not what I was really intending on, but
Oh yeah, that's a real knee slapper.
well, I'm not really going for a joke.
You and Billy G got some good jokes when it comes to cars.
I was more
right.
Exactly. If we're talking about mileage on a car versus mileage on your legs, I feel like, come on, let's be honest here. There's a guy to go to.
What I think went through Bean's head too was he made it known that he was going to draft leaders or go out and get leaders since he's lost a whole ton of leaders this offseason. And he went out and got one. He's a 4-year college player. He's played for 3 colleges. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards for all 3. Only college running back to ever do that. So that's pretty impressive. And he's an older rookie, so he's going to be in there and lead the locker room. That's what I like.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that center out of Georgia? I mean, there's potential there. I mean, obviously, you're asking a lot of a 5th-round pick to potentially come in, and what our understanding is so far of the Bills' offensive line is Connor McGovern's supposed to slide into center, but
right.
I'm
then we
curious.
Got Will Clapp.
Based off of we do have Will Clapp, but based off of what I mean. You drafted him at pick 141. I know that's not high by any means. There's a good chance that he probably doesn't come in and play much this year. But if he does, I mean, you got a chance to maybe kick McGovern back out to guard.
Right.
Cedric Van Pran Granger, he brings a lot to the table as far as
that's with an S, by the way. Cedric.
Oh, this was an S. Cedric. But what he brings is, you're right, that he was a captain for, I believe, all 4 years of his collegiate career. And if I'm
with
not,
Georgia all 4 years,
I thought I read that. Was I wrong?
No, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh, and not to mention, it's a guy that started, I believe, all 4 of those seasons and didn't give up a lot of sacks, which is nice. So
you give me
I'm just gonna. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's if you're gonna draft a center and you're gonna get a guy that has some of those, I'm gonna say, like, accolades.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's the conference
in
college? That's the conference I want to go after. They go against the best of best.
I was gonna say, yeah, because I was working, so I have my post notifications on for every Bills pick or Bills news, and all I see is offensive lineman out of Georgia, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sold. Give me an offensive lineman out of Georgia, Alabama, those powerhouse schools. I'm sold.
Yeah. Georgia, they like to run the football a little bit too.
Yeah, they do. And the Bills they're trying to go 50-50 with it, running and passing, not trying to be a pass-heavy team anymore.
We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Who knows? They might be a run team. They might be a run team. The receiving core tells me that they might be a run team.
James Cook in his 3rd year, he brought back Ty Johnson, drafted Ray Davis. Yeah,
I'm only saying,
if you do it right.
I'm only really saying because it's not like wide receiver, which we all would have told you going into this draft was an absolute gaping huge hole on this roster, right? They didn't have a wide receiver 1. I when I say what I'm going to say, I don't want to knock Keon Coleman and what he could be capable of by any means, but I still don't think going into, if the season was to start today, I don't think they have a number 1 wide receiver. Keon Coleman, I think, is going to be that guy for the Bills. I think that's why they drafted him. Obviously, I'm not saying that, but
that's a fair point.
Do I think he's going to come in and immediately be what Stephon Diggs was to the Bills in that role? I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Now, let me ask you this question, both of you. Obviously, the Bills draft, like I said, Keon Coleman, pick 33. Like I was just already kind of alluding to, that leads what I believe is still a little bit of a hole in the first wide receiver spot. What is that? Can't go. What did Maranto say,
bro?
I think it might be time for me to get glasses.
Can't go 50-50 according to Drake.
Shout out Maranto.
Shout out to Maranto. He's got to still be somewhere here in the building. Right there.
He's in the corner, tucked away, watching.
He's in his office. He's in his office. Are we done with wide receiver right now? Is what we have in the wide receiver room what we're going into in this next season coming up?
What are you smiling for,
Is
John?
there somebody getting added?
Odell Beckham Jr.
OBJ.
Where's your sources?
Right here,
Him.
motherfucker.
Him. because he's him. I like it. OBJ.
I know we had the argument.
OBJ.
He still
Why
doesn't
not?
sign with the Dolphins.
Why not?
You can get him for
Why not?
5.5. He'll give you what? 60 targets, 50 receptions.
50.
You need, the way I see it is you either bring in him or MVS because
What do you feel about Tyler
Keon
Boyd?
Coleman needs somebody. He just
Tyler
got signed.
Boyd signed.
Where did he go to?
Chargers.
He's on
No.
he's on the Titans. I think.
Titans.
When was this?
Today. Tyler Boyd.
I
is-
wasn't on my
NFL news.
Tyler.
I was on my phone today.
John and Chris breaking the NFL news tonight. Tyler Boyd signs with the Tennessee
Listen,
Titans.
like I was telling Tank, I worked a 12-hour shift. I was not on my phone.
He's a CCA, by the way.
I'm a CCA.
CCA.
He's a CCA.
I'm a CCA.
CCA.
I did. Listen, I did my route
them
plus
dogs
2 hours
is
off another
glaring.
one.
He's a CCA.
You're the one that's supposed to be breaking the news to us.
My bad. I didn't know he signed.
Them dogs are glaring, boy.
Ooh, wee.
Oh my god! Oh, he hit it with the other angle. Oh my god!
Cover it with the flag or something.
Yo, I might need a blankie or something. This is getting out of hand.
Tank, is that your hoodie over there?
That's Moranto.
Moranto, can Chris borrow your hoodie?
This is wait. Why does it say in the top right corner driving on? What just happened? Did Moranto get in his car or something? Did he start his car?
I'll get distracted. So, yeah,
What he's talking about.
Well, it was just like I hopped in my car and like when my Apple CarPlay goes, it says driving on. It just popped up on the computer, so I was worried. Are we losing something here? Yeah, we are. I've been caught off guard since the episode started when everybody laid into me.
Definitely adapt to the space because like it's way more open here. I know a lot of people think this is the best shot they can get. Why do you come on, man? It's not about your goddamn feet.
It's just a personal shot, man. It's just that's a personal shot over there.
Boy.
I like this one.
We'll leave it up.
No, but you're right though. It's gonna take some adapting. Yeah, I mean how many feet away do you think Tank is from us right now?
Country mile.
Yeah, he's usually like
Usually I'm with the group.
yeah. Usually it kind of feels like
What
he's
up,
doing his own
Casey?
thing over there. Kind of feels like he's over there doing his own thing.
You guys you're so
What's up,
far.
Case?
What's up, Casey?
Did you get your 10W30? He did.
Yo, did you,
Oil.
Oh,
Casey? Did you send Chris your money?
Oh yeah, yes. Okay, so I did win the bet.
Can we talk about that night?
We could talk about that.
there's
Now.
your rent money right there.
That is a fact.
Homie, you
That's
could
facts.
cut
Thank
the
you.
tension with a knife when Johnny Newton kept falling.
Woo, boy.
I thought it was gonna happen for a split second.
Oh, me
I swear
too.
to God.
Me too.
I will give props for Casey for making that bet because no one expected him to fall that far.
Thought he was gonna fall right to 28, which he technically did.
I can tell you, I was shivering in my boots there for a little bit. There was
Especially when being traded back.
like we were kind of
Oh
we were kind
my
of
God.
joking on the couch a little bit, and I was just like sitting there, and I was like, I think it was with Ben. I don't know if Ben's still in here, but it was with Ben, and I was like laughing because like the first couple of picks, like
Mhm.
the first 12 picks when he didn't go, I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. Like this is, and then it started to creep into the 20s, and you're like, oh my God, he's still on the board. And then it got to pick 25, and you're like, God, I can see the Bills up on the thing there. They're getting really close.
Johnny Newton is still
So,
yet to be
This was by far way more nerve-wracking than one thought it was going to be. Like I took that bet for sure thinking he was going to be gone by pick like 22 or something like that. And yeah, he fell what pick did he go in? He went right after the Chargers with Lad McConkey or something. Right around there, like right in that little run right there.
Yeah, he was a couple picks after the Bills.
Yeah. Who did he end up going to again?
Commanders. That's a pack beat.
That is, dude. They've always had like they draft D linemen.
Makes
They're
sense.
solid with it. They're solid with it.
Makes sense.
Casey says I like the new room, brother. My man. This is Tank set. We cannot get used to this. We cannot get used to it. That was the first thing that we were told when we sat down.
I mean, it's just like so. Obviously, the other rooms aren't, as you guys seen, they're not fully equipped yet. Not even this one. Like the way this looks is just temporary as well. But like your guys' room is going to be next level compared to the old OG, man. So,
Hey,
I'm so
you
excited,
got
dude.
some big plans. Put it like TV monitor, just like this one here. Like even our set is going to look completely different within the next 2 weeks, hopefully. So we have some big things.
looking forward to it.
It is extremely like I said, I cannot tell you like when Moranto was explaining to us, dude, like a smile from ear to ear, bro. Like it's just so exciting to hear.
You guys, like, because I I've explained to you like what it's going to look like in here, and just for weeks leading up to it, shows you the blueprints and everything. Now that you're in here and you're starting to see the vision, what's your initial like? Did you expect it to be as big as it is, like, or were you overwhelmed? Like, what were your thoughts when you first seen it?
You go first.
Oh, okay. I, to be honest with you, like walking in, like
Live up to the hype.
it definitely did. Like walking
Plus
in,
more.
especially like his vision for like the lobby. Like he said it. He was like, dude, we can have watch parties out here. Like I'm like immediately as soon as he says that, like, and then he told us that we can bring equipment into there. So if we want to bring a stream or like a podcast into there or something like that, like it just changes the game completely.
Mhm.
And then I mean, guys, like everybody that's in here, I cannot like stress enough like what our room is going to look like compared to what it used to look like. It's obviously it's going to have similar. He wanted to keep a similar feel to it, but like
Right.
the TV behind us, the built-in like cases, dude, like the lighting that they're giving us. I am so excited, dude. Like I can honestly tell you, it's definitely super exciting.
I'm excited. Content wise, there's so many different directions that we can go. It's gonna be amazing. Just the ideas we can come up with, content wise, yeah, I'm super excited.
Even you guys said before we even brought you into it, you guys were like planning on just doing like live like watch parties in the basement or whatever. That's pretty much you're gonna be able to do that in this room over here.
Right.
I know there's thoughts going through my head right now.
Bill's behind the bar. Who?
Bill's behind the bar. That was
That could be
hey.
a new segment.
Oh my god. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
I should have known.
Y'all said it, man.
He's excited.
I'm in.
He's just like Travis the
I'm
other
in, man.
couple like
I'm
last week.
John's
Travis is like,
ecstatic.
Yeah, I'm
You're
ecstatic.
ecstatic.
Bro.
I'm so excited
Yeah, I'm so excited.
for what's coming.
It's gonna be so good.
Nah, man. I mean, the watch parties could be crazy.
You know, potentially, I've been sending some Facebook messages. I've seen posts. You know, we got that back a lot. I didn't even mention it to Brantley. You know that back a lot.
I haven't seen it. He didn't show me. You might.
Well, yeah, before we get out of here, potentially a free basketball ring, bro.
Free.
Free basketball. It's decent. It's better than nothing.
Rest in peace, my
We
knee.
gotta get the back. Y'all already know that.
Oh, just like I mean, the stuff we're gonna be able to do is just insane. Like
Yeah,
like I was
cornhole
about
right
to say,
over
like
there.
so,
Or over there.
like
We're at Tosin.
Wait till you see the lot.
like truth be told, like BillsAholic Pod, like that's the whole reason. I mean, me and Travis talked about this when we first came up with the name. Is like we wanted to teeter on breaking down football from like a logistic standpoint to also like being on like the fan standpoint. Well,
They're struggling to hear you, Tank.
oh no,
Yeah, did they want me to talk into the microphone like this?
They might have.
Hello.
Can you
Let
swallow
us
it?
Tank's poor neck, man.
Y'all hear that?
I mean, I could kind of hear it.
Yeah, I gotta pull my.
We're gonna get a live update real quick.
Hello. They good now? I gotta bend in like this.
Tank's neck's just gonna be broken by the end of the podcast.
See, the microphone's like down here. I gotta talk directly into it.
He's
What's happening?
hopefully that's better. I can hear it a little better.
There
She
we go.
says. Oh,
A little better, not much though.
Well, they're gonna get what they get.
All right, yeah, you're not
The
wrong.
show ain't about me.
well, let's
It's
be
not
honest.
about me.
No.
Does she have her volume up?
That's a good question.
Oh
You
my
have your
God.
volume up. She
Up.
did that last time.
I was gonna say because my man Tank's neck's breaking over here. Let's
No,
make sure.
I'm
Does
like
the volume up
me.
this time?
It's on the side of your phone, McKenna.
Oh, or if you're watching on TV, the Roku remote or whatever, it's just on the
What'd you
side.
call it?
Roku.
That's not what you said originally.
You heard that too?
Ruku?
Oh, yeah.
Ruku.
Oh, well, man, you know, come on.
Bill's Mafia.
Oh, come on. Let's not start this. now.
Ruku.
Let's not start this now. It's not
Are you
GIF.
carrying that over to the new building, or are you just leaving it at the old?
Mafia.
He'll,
That's-
slip,
It's
he'll
getting-
slip
it's
back
getting
in.
Mafia.
He's getting there.
Well, let's be sure that that the first time I said it twice now in this building, I haven't said it the old way yet.
No, not yet.
New beginnings, man. We leave everything in that old building behind.
Except for the set.
except for the set. y- By the way, we went live for the draft. That actually did really well.
Hey, how many total views? I
was
lost
gonna
track.
say, so
Last time I said it was like 300. Something.
yeah, that was, and I,
For our
truth
first
be
live.
told, for
Well,
a
first
live
live,
like that, I was thinking like it wasn't gonna be as
We had a consistent
That's
like
good.
3 or 4 people at a time.
304.
It was
304.
consistent.
And it was funny. We got a comment after that was like, it was like, man, skip to like 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 38 seconds and see the reaction when Michael Penix Jr. went to the Falcons.
Yeah, what was your guys' thoughts on that?
It was funny.
You got Kirk Cousins. You sent him to a 4-year. How much money?
100 million plus.
We gotta
180 total.
we gotta
but
wear
then
Bill's
130
pants.
guaranteed, yeah.
Huh?
We gotta wear Bill's pants.
What happened?
Would that be Casey's?
That's Casey's mom, Kelly.
Casey's mom. Oh, it's so hard. You can see the hail. It's so hard. That's the only thing is right
I can't
now.
read it.
I could read something about the pants
Not
at the
paying
end.
attention though. I looked up and saw all your legs, and I think it would be cool if you guys all wear those crazy Bills pants, the Zoo Box.
All right, so that might
I got a
that might
pair.
be in order. That might be in order. Shout out to her just bringing up.
As hell is temporary.
Shout out to her. Shout out to her bringing up the legs and not the dogs. I'm gonna say shout out to
Don't
that.
give her any ideas now.
Hey man, she already the deed's done. She brought up the legs before she brought up the dogs, so we're good.
Now, isn't Michael Penix already old enough as it gets?
Yeah,
What do you
he's
guys
24.
play now?
24. 24. He's
So he won't even see the field till he's like
by
26,
the time he
Right.
plays.
depending on
so-
how long Kirk plays for.
Well, he signed for a 4-year.
He signed a
deal.
4-year deal, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Which, by the way, what's a rookie contract?
that,
A 4-year deal with a 5th-year option.
what if
But
they'll decline it? He'll be 29.
he's supposed to be the franchise quarterback. I would rather if okay. all
Your
right,
franchise quarterback's 29.
listen to me. I doubt Kirk Cousins plays all 4. Of
I
these
doubt
years.
it too.
All right. And if Michael Penix is your franchise quarterback, if you get into year 5 and you are still going off of that rookie contract, you'd probably rather that season pay him I don't even want to know what the quarterback's contracts are going to look like.
Not in 5 years.
5 years from
It's
now,
gonna be
right?
extreme.
Like what they are now, I would tell you one thing. I would probably that season, if they're in a position where they want to make a run and they want to bring in free agents, you'd probably rather pay as his option, or I don't know. That option's probably going to be cheaper than giving him a $800 million extension.
Michael
that
Penix Jr. at
by the time in 2036, that
You said 800.
it's going to be $800 million to have a franchise quarterback. They're going to have to up the salary cap like crazy.
800.
$800 million, dude.
Wow.
Patrick Mahomes, how much was his contract? 500.
Well, we're talking Ohtani level now.
Yeah.
800.
Well, the franchise quarterbacks are becoming
Yeah, you
more and more expensive as the seasons go on.
Josh was a quarter of a bill.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. That Penix pick was just wild.
Pick number 8. Really?
Your reaction is gold.
I cannot.
You're like,
believe
you
it.
took the
I
head off. You're like,
still-
ooh, you're like,
Well, like,
that just don't make sense.
no, it doesn't.
I loved your reaction.
The best part is, we're sitting there. Now, did the Chargers pick? They picked before.
They
them,
charged.
Yeah, they charged.
Right? We're sitting there like, they fucking charged, and I can do better. They did better.
and they falconed.
What the like?
They
I
falconed.
don't know, man.
That was a head scratching pick for sure.
Like, even if say Kirk plays 2 years. All right, so now you got a 26-year-old quarterback. Don't know what he is because Kirk's been playing. Now in 3 years, you got to decide whether to pay this guy or not.
Right.
You're in the Justin Fields situation.
Right. I think the hope is, and I don't even. This is their interesting mindset, I guess. But like, you kind of look at what like the Packers did drafting Jordan Love, right? But like,
We were scratching our head at that too.
I was gonna
At
say
first.
there was head scratching with that, and like, yeah, okay, Jordan Love's looking solid, right? Like he's not. I'm not gonna say he's
I'm not gonna
a
knock
great
him.
quarterback. I'm not
I
gonna say
won't knock
knock him. I will say that for sure the reason they lost against the 49ers that last drive, still scratching my head about what he was seeing
Right.
thrown across his body, but
Right.
can't judge a player by one play like that. But needless to say, that is if that's really what they looked at as far as like, you know what, we're gonna get our guy here, and then what we'll do is we'll play Kirk Cousins for a couple years, then Michael Penix will come in. Like we've seen the Packers do that.
Yeah.
That's
You know the big difference is they weren't guaranteeing a guy $130 million.
right. What did they draft him at? Like the late 20s, right? Jordan Love.
I'm saying they weren't paying Rodgers $130 million guaranteed.
That's what you're saying. Well, not okay. So that's a
And
good
Rodgers
point.
has
And Jordan-
been there for a decade.
That's a good point.
And Jordan
Yep.
Love's also
The other
he
good,
wasn't 24.
the other good point
That's
is
my thing too.
the other good point about where they did draft Michael Penix is not only are you paying Kirk Cousins all that money, but the number 8th overall pick isn't exactly
That's a
the
pretty
cheapest
penny.
rookie ever. I mean,
Oh.
cheapest rookie in the top 10. I mean, obviously it goes down significantly, like a decent amount every pick, but that's still an expensive backup quarterback. Like that's going to be a lot. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I'm definitely going to have to see what Atlanta does. Not going to be watching too closely because they even had to explain. The GM had to explain to the owner why they did it.
Yeah.
Arthur Blank.
He
Arthur
said it
Blank
was
was
a
sitting
good
there.
problem to have.
Yeah?
It's not a good problem to have.
No. There was some.
It's a head
You
scratcher.
you had a chance to pair up Drake London with Roma Dunze and have Kirk Cousins, which I'd say is a serviceable quarterback when
They
he's
needed
healthy,
an edge rusher.
They need a Dallas
or
Turner.
Dallas Turner.
What the hell are they doing?
But like I'm saying, like I could sit here and tell you if you'd have went with Romo Dunze over Michael Penix, you're probably not sitting here getting crucified for your pick.
Hey, it helped the Colts, man.
Oh my god!
They got to sit there and say, "Well, he dropped Leatu dropped to us."
I don't know if y'all
Okay.
seen I don't know if you've seen the clip of Chris Ballard. He was recording like after they made the pick. Right, he's sitting there. He said, "We just got the best fucking edge rusher in the draft." Laugh, bro. That shit was fucking awesome,
Dude.
Yeah,
Shout out
He said that
Atlanta.
was a big part of it for sure.
Well, yeah, I think in 80-something% of mock drafts, like not nationwide, like analyst mock drafts, Leatu was 87% to go there.
Yeah,
Hey,
Well,
just
I mean,
drop a
there's-
bomb.
everyone had Dallas Turner there too.
Yeah,
That was me.
I'm in an edge rusher. My bad.
Yeah.
I
Crazy,
don't know,
bro.
man.
But my thing is like, so let's look at the timeline, right? Combine before Kirk Cousins got paid. Obviously, college football season before Kirk Cousins got paid. So they had enough time to figure out if Michael Penix was the guy or not. Essentially, yes, he was. But supposedly it was reported that the GM was not even in attendance to watch him at the combine. Or no, I'm sorry. It was either the combine or during the season. He wasn't watching film on him. So he had the scouts. They loved him. So then, obviously, Senior Bowl. Guess what? Before free agency, they got a chance to go meet him then. And that supposedly that's where the GM fell in love with him. If you
Man.
knew he was your guy back then, why are you telling Arthur Blank, hey, let's go send $180 million to Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, wow.
And then I guess it was reported just recently, the past couple of days. Not only did they take Michael Penix at 8, they tried trading back into the top 10 after that.
Oh my God.
It's like,
Would they say, shit, we shouldn't have done that?
I'm gonna fucking tell you. So,
I didn't hear about that.
so I guess the
Me
overall
neither.
consensus is that 31 teams and their fan bases are happy with the draft. There's only one that is just not looking.
Scratching their head, man. Scratching their head. What a
Look at Atlanta.
so it's kind of funny. Like I feel like we sit here and do all these mock drafts, right? And like it's just baffles me that no matter how many mock drafts we do, you just never can predict how the draft's gonna go, dude. It's picks like that just absolutely screw everybody's board up. But it's kind of like
Answer my question.
I did hear a little bit of Michael Penix floating around before the draft to Atlanta. Like there was definitely that got out that there was a chance. And then that right there kind of reminds me of last season when the rumors about like Jahmyr Gibbs going in the first round to the Lions. Like there really wasn't a lot of talk about that building up into the draft until real close before the draft. And that was another pick where people at first were like, Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round, like. So that was, I don't know. That's not as bad as the Michael Penix thing to
It's
me.
crazy.
And obviously the Jahmyr Gibbs has already seemed to pay off a little bit for Detroit. I got a Detroit fan here to the left of me now, and he does not probably seem too disappointed about that. So
No, he's a hell of a player.
yeah, you got yourself a
I'm
hell of a
happy
running
for
back
you.
over there, buddy.
Fuck that, dude. We got 2 of the top fucking corners in the draft this year, too.
Go you.
I like how he's actually talking about them like they're just his
He's a
team.
we. There's a lot of
We.
Yeah, you
Come on,
guys.
man.
You guys, man. You
Me.
guys.
Look the Lions
you,
go.
You.
Hey, man.
I still like that football team right there.
I do, too.
Speaking of that football team, I don't know if you guys are finished with that, but just a transition to bring the Bills back into this full circle here, because I don't think you guys talked about it yet. So, what was your guys' initial reaction when they traded back with the Chiefs?
Huh. We got a great story about
Oh my God. Oh my
this. I've never
God.
been so mad.
So we're sitting there. I don't know, like I told you, like how I think I told you how we do the draft. Like the biggest rule is we do the draft board, but nobody can have their phones out.
Logan was definitely cheating. You
We'll get
cannot.
into that.
You
We'll get
cannot
into
tell
that.
me otherwise.
We'll get there. But nobody's allowed to have their phones out. That's the rule. Like we've always done that, right? Like if you ruin the pick, like that's our biggest pet peeve. And we're sitting there, right? And we're getting close. We're getting close. It's like pick 27. And all of a sudden,
that is close.
all of a sudden,
No, brother.
That's real close.
well, okay, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
Pick
I'm
27.
mad.
You did get mad. Pick 27. We're sitting there, right? And obviously, as we're getting locked in. We're getting locked in. Our team's up, and we get to pick 28. We're on the clock, like John said a second ago. And my boy Logan goes, "Man, we just traded the pick," and he's like, "To the Chiefs." And we're looking at the TV, and it still says we're on the clock, and we're like, "Bro," we're like, "What?" So we're all hoping, like, "Ah, shit, maybe he won't be right." And then two minutes later, all of a sudden, it says pick has been traded. You see the Chiefs logo pop up. I don't even think we could have been as mad about who we traded with as like he screwed that for us. We were so pissed off about that like it happened, and it was all right. It is what it is. I don't even think. I don't know. Were we mad about the fact? We were so pissed off about how it got spoiled. Did we even react to who it was?
I didn't have enough brain capacity
right,
to fucking think about.
He couldn't understand.
So like they picked Xavier Worthy, and then I know there was like we were sitting there like, God, no way they trade back from pick 32, right? Like there's just no way. And then sure enough, obviously they did.
Panthers.
Hey, remember I told Sal?
What'd you tell Sal?
Dude, you don't listen to the guy.
Come on, you don't listen to me. I said there would be a chance that maybe they trade back with Carolina.
And sure enough,
Didn't we trade back with them in the mock draft too?
we did.
One of them.
We did in one of them.
Holy
Nobody could have predicted, I think. Then Chris threw a draft party with sheet pizzas, 100 wings, and the Bills didn't pick. It's okay to still have.
It was still a good time.
It's still great to have all the guys over and
It's a
hanging
good
out.
time.
It was a great time.
But there's some people that might be on the banned list next season.
I'm throwing him out.
He's done. He broke the number one rule, bro.
Did you?
Well, he broke the only rule.
So
Did
it's like
Now before Logan, Jack, and Nas came, because they're your work friends, like you see them every day at work. Did you relay the message? Like,
oh my god, yeah. The amount of times that like Jack was completely in, he was like, okay, so you're telling me like we can have a competition with the mock draft? That's badass. Jack loves competition like that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was in.
Jack,
And he's not a cheater. Like that's the one thing with Jack. He doesn't lie and he doesn't cheat. All right, I will say that. But Nas, I knew he would just go with the flow. That's fine. Logan,
I caught that
the
man
amount
falling
of times,
asleep.
the amount of times that he's funny.
Nas is funny.
one of my favorite people.
Yeah, I fuck
bro.
with Nas.
But like the amount of times that I said to Logan, I was like, dude, we're gonna do the mock draft. He was so interested in doing it. Like the whole entire week we talked about it. He came in on Thursday to work, and like it was the first thing he was like, "Yo, I can't wait to do the mock draft tonight." And then, I mean, the rule was relayed multiple times. I couldn't make that more clear, and it was spoiled. So maybe next year there's a draft party here in the Emerge house. Who knows? Who knows, man? And,
Yeah, we might have to.
and we might have a bucket for your phones just sitting. Like, phones going there if you want to watch the draft with us. Yeah, phones going there because
Swallow the key.
that sucked. Yeah. Oh, that definitely sucked.
Talking about trading back with the Chiefs, though, like we said, our initial reaction was this: it got blown for us. But looking back at it now, it's like I feel like Bills Mafia is kind of split half and half. Some are like,
Yeah.
who cares? They were gonna get them anyway.
Yeah.
The other half is like, yeah, you just don't trade with your rival. Like I know, I listen to 550. Jeremy White, who is the morning show host,
Yeah.
is like, yeah, you can't do that. That's terrible.
Right.
And Sale's kind of like in between. And then I think Mike Shope, that might be wrong, is like, hey, who cares? So
They're gonna get him
Brandon
anyway.
Bean did say that was his best offer. We'll never know that. Who knows?
Right.
But it's already done. The Bills clearly didn't want him.
Exactly.
So,
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, if they did, there would have been no shot they would have given them.
yeah. I mean,
Like-
they clearly didn't have a first round grade on him. They didn't have a first round grade on anybody
Yeah.
No.
that was left. So
Anybody that was out there. Yeah. I mean, if and Brandon Bean said it, he was like, say we don't trade that pick and we draft whoever we were going to draft at 28. Nothing stopping the Chiefs from trading for 29, 30, like, and that was their guy. That's who they wanted. Like, if we weren't going to take him, like, it really doesn't mean anything because, like, they would have just tried to trade up the pick after that if he was still there. But I can see why Bills Mafia is angry about the whole trading with the Chiefs. Obviously, the bad blood that we have with them, but it just doesn't make sense to me as far as what are you pointing at? No! Damn it!
I was looking at John and be like, "Did you hear it?"
Damn it!
Me and Tank heard it though.
You
I
wanted-
missed it.
I said Mafia, not Mafia.
Tank was over like, and I was looking at John like,
I missed it.
Oh, John didn't hear it, so it didn't happen. He knew he wanted Keon Coleman going into the draft anyway. I think, truth be told, I think all of us are right. I think he wanted Brian Thomas Jr.
I'll tell you what, dude. Sitting on the couch when the Jags traded down from 17 or wherever, 16.
You thought it was the Bills.
Done deal, man. We're going up.
I know.
I didn't even think about I quite literally was just sitting there watching the draft like, I can't wait for the Bills to go up. And they never did.
Thomas Jr. Nope.
Matter of fact, Brandon Bean even said he didn't even try to go up.
Yeah, he
I'm
didn't.
like, cool.
First time
Because
his
he
best
wanted
pretty
a
much ever
third
happened.
round pick so goddamn bad that we're going in with. But Keon Coleman could be a 1. I
could.
personally don't think he's going to be a 1, but he could.
not yet, or
Not ever.
Oh wow, a little bit of foreshadowing into his career with the Bills.
I think he's going to be like a good 2, maybe
Okay.
a 1A, 1B kind of guy.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think he's going to be a 150 target guy.
I'll still
So-
take that out of him though.
So you kind of got it
Yeah.
like for instance, we'll take our minds over to Cincinnati. Do you kind of have him? You kind of have him playing like that T Higgins role, like where he's not a 1, but like he's effective in his career. Not saying he's going to be a T Higgins, but like he can be solid in the offense, but he's not going to be your number 1.
I would actually compare it to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
All right. Okay.
If the Bills got a true 1, say T Higgins comes here or Brandon Ayuk, that's your 1.
And then you got
Godwin would be or Keon Coleman would be our Godwin. We're
Okay.
very solid,
okay.
very good player, but not quite the 1.
I like that comparison. I'd be okay. I mean,
Yeah,
if that's
I'm fine
how
with
it went. If, like I said, so let me ask this question because I don't
that's
think.
how it is. Our wide receiver room is crazy.
Yeah, but well, right now I don't think it is that.
Not
crazy,
now.
but-
Not now.
I said
Um,
if that how it was.
Yeah,
so is it like where's your mind? Is another receiver that is Bean gonna make a move maybe post June or?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Well, I was thinking like you maybe threw out like I know you said OBJ earlier, but like you just threw out a name like Ayuk.
No, that won't happen.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Bean
pretty,
said
I,
you're.
I could be wrong. Yeah, you can say it.
No, you go ahead.
No, you.
Okay, thank you.
No,
you.
Yeah. Anyway, Bean said there's not gonna be that big free agent.
If you're
splash.
expecting one,
yeah.
don't expect it.
Well, okay, but if
But
there's one thing I can expect with Brandon Bean is
Bean has said that
don't
before.
expect don't expect what is expected because
Yeah.
he's gonna hit you with whatever he wants to hit you
Right,
with.
right.
Truthfully, I think we need some D line. I think Ngakwe's still out there.
Running low
Go
on
get 'em.
monies too, so
Go
Well,
get him. We'll get some back.
we'll get
Whoever's
10 mil back.
Whoever's
But
sitting there in June, I'm sure Ngakwe is going to be there.
That could be a solid.
So-
Hey, the last time
I'm
we
sure
signed a
OBJ
po-
will be there.
Last time we
He
signed a
ain't signing-
post June
he won't
defensive
sign nowhere.
lineman.
Huh?
Last time we signed a post June defensive lineman, it was an effective guy.
It worked out.
He came in here and he played well.
Worked out for us.
Played well. So
He
we'll
got
see.
that bag from San Fran.
he did, but it's okay. I'd rather retain AJ Epineza. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm not against that move. But
So what's your idea then? Who's the free agent signing?
so no, my real concern is like the last receiver, other than maybe like a guy that's like a camp body. My concern is the last receiver that might have a chance to
Say
make
it.
these 53-man rosters, like Quintez Cephas. Like that's the last
Mhm.
guy that they're going after in the receiver room. That's my concern.
Okay.
Like, I'm sure there'll be somebody that comes in to like fights for a practice squad spot or like
Now, how do
fights
you-
for that 53. But
How do you guys feel about we got Brian Thompson, right? That one guy, and then we got who's that other guy that started showing out in the preseason?
your
Um
boy,
my boy
your
Tyrell Shavers.
Tyrell Shavers.
I'll be the happiest dude in America.
So-
Tyrell Shavers is not making the 53-man roster. We established that last year.
Damn it.
You don't think so?
Dude, he put up an amazing, a solid camp and an amazing like preseason run, and
You don't think
Brandon Bean was like, "You're out."
Okay, so
John was like, I was sitting with John while we were watching the game, and he was like, "Wow, this guy's special."
Keon Coleman,
He
Curtis
fucking
Samuel,
balled out.
Khalil Shakir, Matt Collins. That's 4 wide receivers that are going to make the team regardless.
Okay,
We usually keep around what,
Quintez
6,
Cephas.
7?
Quintez Cephas will be a Buffalo Bill, and
They keep 5.
Andy
They keep
Isabella.
5. There is Andy Isabella.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm gonna tell you right now. Joe Brady likes Andy Isabella.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Andy Isabella, I think.
You don't like you don't
I
like
think
it?
KJ Hamler beats him out.
KJ,
Ooh, I
we do have
forgot.
KJ Hamler.
Shit. KJ Hamler is Isabella from like last off season.
Okay.
Preseason.
KJ
for
Hamler's
me.
fast, man.
I think KJ Hamler makes the team.
He just
truthfully.
hasn't gotten the
That's a name
opportunity
I'm
to
not mad about.
No.
Well, he hasn't played in 2 years because of his heart condition.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had any major on the field injuries. Like his legs have not been banged up. I think he had a shoulder. But I mean,
KJ Hamler.
All I'm saying is our wide receiver room right now, like when camp starts, it's interesting because that last wide receiver roster spot is up for grabs.
I don't know.
Let's
go over it. Let's go. So Keon, Samuel, Shakir,
And Mac, they're the four that
Mac.
are making it.
For sure. And
I
then
usually keep 5 to 6.
5 to 6. They always inactive one every week
so
out of the wide receiver room.
you say there's a chance at KJ Hamler.
There could be.
Give me KJ Hamler and Tyrell Shavers.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
God, that receiving core is just not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get it
just
done,
not
man.
it, man.
Well, as of right now, that's what we
The only
have.
good news
Yeah.
is I think the reason that they don't have a number one wide receiver on your roster is because your number one wide receiver sitting in your tight end room. I think that's Dalton Kincaid. That's going to be the biggest vocal point in the pass game. I don't know how everybody else.
Yeah, I did see a tweet the other day that he was the leading target.
I think there's no doubt in my mind that the offense might run through Dalton Kincaid.
Mhm.
I
think I saw him get like 125 targets.
Let's just
that was the
let's just
guesstimate.
hopefully hope that like if we sit back and we watch and we look at the Bills wide receiver room and then we compare it to another team last year that didn't have a very solid wide receiver room but had a solid tight end and a very solid quarterback, they won the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
The Kansas City Chiefs did win the Super Bowl with a rather not the most amazing wide receiver room, but they obviously do have one of the best tight ends to step on a football field.
Also, he got paid.
He did get paid. Yep. So a couple more years of him tormenting us.
Yeah.
So did Coach.
Yep,
So did
Highest
Coach.
paid coach. In the
Yep.
NFL.
And Coach is just like always.
And the
just
GM.
Yep. So don't. Basically, what I'm hearing here is don't look forward to a Bills Super Bowl anytime soon. Kansas City Chiefs are going nowhere.
Taylor's man got paid.
That's right.
Going nowhere.
Even though she makes way.
Yep. That just didn't even put a dent in it for him.
No.
Don't worry, Taylor. I got dinner. No, I got it.
No.
I got it. We got to save your money.
I'd say sweet.
Yeah. Right. I'd be. Shit, man. I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Y'all are funny, bro.
All I know, nobody's more funny than Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman is
You know how much you got that jacket for?
689.
Was it
89?
Was it 89 or 79?
79, 90.
79.99.
Boy.
Macy's.
Give me
98, 79, 98.
get
Macy's.
this jacket from Macy's, boy.
And he says he's got to add a
Wait, hold
blue
up.
and a red one.
He said, "Wait, I can have some of them cookies." And then what the reporter walked up to him and was like, "Yeah, you can have it." And then he was like, "Nah, you got to split it with me." She's like, "I already had 3." He's like, "You had 3?" Like, hold on, Keon, chill
Those
out.
are those Wegman
out.
cookies.
Chill
you
out,
don't know
dude.
anything about those.
Oh, you just wait.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all been to Wegmans lately, but I went.
There's cookies right up the front.
Front center.
The manager says that guy's a trip, bro. That is a complete fact. Welcome.
Somebody read what Casey said above. I'm struggling.
I can't read.
Perfect way to look at it, like a Chris Godwin.
Thank you.
It's funny because like I was talking to my dad about this, like with the whole Keon Coleman, like the way he is in the media. You know how refreshing it is to see like he wants, like you could tell, like this guy does not care that he's a Buffalo Bill. He's fine with it. Like he's got Josh Allen. He's got some damn good cookies. He's got a nice solid jacket that he didn't have to break the bank on, and he's got a hell of a good attitude, bro. And like dude, Stephon Diggs. I was thinking that we were going to be sitting up on this podcast every Tuesday, and I was like, dude, we're going to have to talk about what he said in the media and the drama he's stirring and like
Twitter posts.
no, instead we're talking about the new wide receiver in the wide receiver room that loves his damn cookies and he likes being a Buffalo Bill and he's ready to play in front of Bills Mafia, and I'm with that. And he wants to play with Josh Allen. So
He wants to play with Josh, and Josh wanted him.
when he
walked into the cold chamber, that was hilarious.
yeah, that was fun. What'd he say? He was like, "Am I supposed to wear my boxers in here?"
Yeah.
Is that what he said? They were like, "Yeah, man, that's what it's for."
Coming in like the Undertaker.
He's
Yeah,
dude.
he did say that. Yeah.
He is.
He's a
trip.
character.
He is a character, and I think like when the media, like when they said, I think it was Brandon Bean. He was like, Bills Mafia, you're gonna love this guy. I think Bills Mafia. Not only does Bills Mafia love him, I think the NFL will love him. Come on, man.
Caught
He's
it
doing
twice that
he's
time.
doing it on purpose now. That was like 4 in a row.
Yeah.
It's okay.
At this point, I'm not switching it. This building's already cursed for me, so
I respect it.
I just gotta go head first.
I respect it.
It's okay. It's okay. I can't be the only one in the Bills world to say it. Like I can't be the only one.
No, there might be people from Kentucky and
Dude,
Leggett might say it like that.
that was my favorite wide receiver, one of my favorite wide receivers in the draft.
Yeah, well, the Bills gave Carolina him, so
yeah.
You know what?
John, you're gonna be happy, bro.
You know what? Hold on.
This draft
I
class
don't know
was
yet,
good.
man.
This
I'm
draft
stuck in
class was
between.
nice.
I tweeted out.
Are you FaceTiming somebody?
Yeah, I am. I want to get
Who's he
some.
FaceTiming?
I want to get someone's
Keon?
opinion. My dad.
Xavier Leggett?
I want to get his opinion tonight. Hey. Oh, you're in the car, aren't you? Okay, so we're on the podcast real quick. So,
You're live, Billy G.
So I
Billy G's live.
I gotta ask you a question. You can't see me, but I'm in front of my mic here. Say what do you call the Bills fan base? Like what is it called? Oh, he's at the drive-thru. Hold on. What do you call the Bills fan base? Like what's not you specifically, but what are they known for? What's the name? What's the name of the Bills fan base? Oh fuck.
Oh, he said it. He said it.
Shout out Billy G. Thank you. Your son says it fucked up.
Yeah.
I say Mafia.
Mafia.
Exposed.
Damn it.
Do you think the same way we think too, Billy G? Like, why is he saying it like that?
That's crazy.
Now that we pointed it out, you can kind of see it, right? Okay, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Well, hold on. I got to get one other person's opinion, Dad. So I'll talk to you later.
It's gonna be Olivia's.
All right. See you. Okay.
0 for 1.
Olivia's gonna be on our side, though.
She will.
She will be on our
She
side.
will, 100%.
Every time she gets a chance to shit on Chris, she'll do.
She might not.
She would take.
Oh, hey, Live Butt. We're live on the podcast, so they can hear you. I got to ask you a question, just because there's a little debate going on right now on the pod. What do you call the Bills fan base? Like what? Not you specifically, but what is the Bills fan base called?
Bills Mafia.
I knew I loved this girl. I knew it.
You both say it fucked up. You're
Oh, wait, she said it like him?
She said it just like me. That's my girl.
Say it again.
That's my girl.
She
Say it
said
again.
Mafia.
Say it again.
Bills Mafia.
Mall.
We say it
I
very
can't really
similar.
hear it
That's
like
my
that from
that's
her.
my girl. Yep.
How else do you say it?
I say it the
person.
same way as you. They're saying mafia.
Bills Mafia.
She's still saying it with the
Look,
mall.
it's okay. I say it just
Sounds
like
like
you.
she
This
just
is why.
woke
This
up.
is why me and you. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. That's for me.
She's hanging around with you fucking too often. Dude.
She might be. She might be. Well, thank you, Live Butt.
Yep.
All right, I'll see you when I get home.
Okay.
She all right?
Oh, she's probably watching something. I probably interrupted her watching TV or something.
Sound like she just woke up.
Oh, there's a good chance that could have been too. No, I'd have known for sure.
There's no way she said it like
She did. She said it just like I did. You heard it too. You were right there in
that.
front
All
of
right,
us.
well, now you got a tiebreaker. Well, you got one more.
All right, hold on. All right. Can't do Dylan because he's in the podcast. Can't do Jacob. Can't do Ben.
Can't do Casey.
I know who I can do.
He's gonna. Josh, Will.
Juice.
Oh, I was gonna say Jack was gonna be my next one.
OJ? That'd be crazy.
This motherfucker ain't answering.
He's with Murr.
He's way
Miranda. Miranda. I can't answer the phone right now.
You know
I'm
who
with
would be funny to
Miranda.
call?
Beasley.
Yes, Beasley. Now that's a guy that'll say Mafia. What do you mean it's Mafia?
He'll answer.
How do you spell?
I fucking love Mark Beasley. He'll answer.
How do you spell? Who was that one player? He spelled Cooper.
Yo, he spelled it.
Tank.
He spelled it DeJean. What did he?
He spelled
Yo.
it DeJean. He said,
Yo, can I
Cooper
ask you a
and then
question? Yo, so we're doing the
DEJOHN.
podcast right now, right? So you're live on the podcast. So they can't see you, but they can hear you. And we're having a debate. What
I don't even know if it's
what do
You're just wrong.
what is the Bills fan base called? What's the name of the Bills fan base?
Bills Mafia.
All right, there you guys win. You guys win. He says it.
Good
correct.
shit, Beasley.
He says it correct. I say mafia, like a weirdo.
No, I've heard people say it like that before.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
All right, Beasley. You're
Let's go.
You still lost.
Let's go.
Both ways.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
from
you.
people like Kentucky and Virginia and shit.
No, I'm telling you right now.
Y'all-
I'm telling you right
y'all
now.
Texas.
He's
y'all
not
are
wrong.
clean
People
from
say
all.
it the way I say it too.
Y'all are from the Mafia?
Dude, I knew I liked Mark. Jack didn't answer his phone. So no. So we rolled with you tonight. Yeah, so you're yeah, well, yeah, he is probably at the gym. He is probably at the gym. But all right, bro, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll see you. That's really my boy. Because not he validated that I was wrong, but then he was like, "Well, I can't let him feel too bad." So like, there must be people out there that say it the way he does too. All right, yep. There's the first thing that me and her we just don't agree on. That's okay. Usually, me and Casey's mom are on the same page tonight. That's all right. That's all right.
What'd she say?
She said mafia the way you guys did. The way she spelled it definitely would lead me to believe that she's agreeing with you guys.
No,
for
I
sure.
can't see shit.
That is, I promise you don't need reading glasses. We're just pretty far away. That's okay.
That's why we're running through the trials here.
Oh, dude, this is still super.
This is
fucking
so,
badass.
yeah.
Like the tank talk pod. They got a nice little setup.
Appreciate it.
They got a nice
It's
little
only
setup.
getting
here.
better.
This is
We got some big plans.
it's just cool to sit at the table, and yeah, just awesome.
You want some NFL news that I got?
Yeah, sure, hit us.
About fucking time. Jeez Louise.
No, I missed on the whole Tyler Boyd shit. We got some fifth-year options that were declined. Najee Harris.
Why did we not talk about Greg Rousseau getting his 5th-year option?
Oh, we didn't talk about that either.
He bringing it up. That's part of the
Well,
change.
yeah, well, no, but we talked about the whole D line and we never even brought it
Oh,
up.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, we'll talk about that first. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're the NFL news guy.
No, well, it's a BillsAholic pod. We got to do a Bills segment real quick. Go
Oh, you are right. We did. We
talk
picked
about
up-
fifth-year options.
talking about 5th-year options. Wow. Glad we brought that
Talk
up.
about fifth-year option with the Mafia.
Greg Rousseau. We picked up the 5th-year
Uh-huh.
option on Greg Rousseau. So
Yep.
I have at least one more autograph signing probably guaranteed at Northtown Toyota.
Yep.
So that's pretty awesome. Although I would love to argue with, not argue, but like if I could put my 2 cents into who should be our next athlete, just go and grab Keon Coleman while he's still kind of relatively cheap.
Yeah, he signed with Lester. I'm sorry.
Did he?
No,
He's been a Buffalo Bill for 4 days, man.
Hey, he could already have a Wigman's deal.
Like just irk you just a tiny little bit when you see the big blow up Josh Allen in Lockport at the new Subaru. Yes, there is.
I don't take that way to work.
Well, there's
Yeah,
a-
we live in Lockport. We do it. I didn't even know that.
There's a big. Yeah.
I could sit here and have a whole conversation about what I think about that building. Very nice looking building, by the way.
Yeah.
Very nice logo in the front. I don't know if you saw that one, the Wester logo.
It's all of it.
It's a
Hold
solid.
up. So we got a dealership wars segment on the pod now.
There's certainly like, I mean, I'm obviously gonna go to bat for Northtown. I'm Northtown. You cut me open right now. I'm Northtown through and through, baby. I'll bleed Northtown.
Orange.
I'll bleed the orange. I'm Northtown through and through.
Mhm.
I gotta put some respect on Wester's name for starting that building. Man, I can't do Northtown dirty, but starting that building after we started one of our buildings, and their building is done well before we
Dude, they
even
threw
are
that
completely.
thing up quick.
They did.
Dodge on top. That's a fair brand recognition, but there is a Northtown Dodge, but there's also a Western Dodge.
It's like Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge. Something.
Yeah, that's how they do them though. Like that's like Dodge is mixed with Jeep and Chrysler and all that.
Cool, man.
So a little dealership talk, man. A little dealership talk. But NFL news with Travis.
Yeah.
They got a better jingle.
What's Northtown's jingle?
We need to get a better jingle. For
Find
Northtown.
it at Northtown.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, that one puts me to sleep.
That's
It reminds
cheeks.
me of like.
You need a vehicle?
Call Chris.
Yeah,
I know you guys probably couldn't hear that. Tank said that from. He said that from Lewiston,
Yeah,
New York.
Yeah, but I don't understand because there's a fucking microphone right here.
I don't know what's going on, but you said that all the way from Lewiston, New York. That's like the next nearest place to here, right? It would be Lewiston, kind of like right above Niagara Falls or something like
Sure,
that.
you're the car salesman.
What the? How did?
Yes, Chris. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Can we?
What did I say?
I said Lewiston's above Niagara Falls, and that's got to be the next closest place to here. And he goes, "Well, sure, you're the car salesman. What does that have to do with knowing where
What the
Lewiston,
fuck
New
does
York
that
is?"
mean?
Oh,
It's also Grand Island. I don't know what's closer.
Oh yeah, Grand
Lewiston.
Island. It is.
Gotta be.
I think Lewiston's like right there though, like right by it. I think. I truth be told, it's our first time in this building. I got no idea where I'm at. I'm still getting used to my surroundings.
You're right, dude.
Such a nice building.
all right. We don't care about the fifth-year options because they were all going to get declined anyway.
All right,
okay,
then.
all right, those
NFL
guys are-
rules
Cool,
says
dude.
players can wear their protective caps in games.
Yeah, dude, that shit. I ain't doing it in the new building, man.
Oh, a little toss doesn't hurt. Moranto doesn't
next
need
to
to. Moranto doesn't need to know. You're not throwing it across the room.
No,
Are
and
you trying to
Chris,
say you're inaccurate?
yo, John,
I don't think he can catch. What up?
No, knowing him, he might bend his pinky sideways.
Yeah, dude, you might just get
Stupid.
hurt.
Oh, dude, unhinged. It's okay.
Yeah, what about those caps, dude? Like, is anybody gonna wear it?
There's not a chance.
There's no chance.
John Feliciano said if I see anybody wearing them, he's like, I'm gonna like slap him or something. I think.
He's probably going to be the one.
He'll try to
wear it.
slap him and break his fucking hand. He's about as soft as Chris. Sorry, Chris.
No offense, Chris, but
No
yeah,
offense, Chris.
It's hard to not
None
take
taken.
it, but it's okay.
No, don't take it.
yeah. Weren't those only? So are those only for the offensive linemen and running backs or linebackers?
No, I
Anybody
think it's
can
for
wear it.
everybody.
Anybody can wear them.
Yeah,
just
dude, all that
for-
extra
And
weight.
D linemen?
It's perfect.
I've only ever seen the D linemen, offensive linemen, and
Well, that's-
linebackers wear them.
Well, that's because they're in training camp and practices. They're getting the most contact on every
Yeah.
drill. I mean, they're going face to face with.
Let's just make the
It's all optional.
let's just make the league softer. That's all it is.
CTE ESPN. That's all I gotta say. CTE ESPN. I would love
Yeah.
yo.
I don't know, man.
How big do we got to do? How big do we got to get? Honestly, we just show
You know,
AB.
I was thinking about that the other day.
We just show AB that we're a podcast with. I'm treading on like water here. Like this is like you got to walk the fine line. Here. You just show AB that it's a group of Caucasian guys hosting a podcast. Dude, you see his Twitter.
Roll Tide Willie won it last week.
He's like my favorite. Can I say that on YouTube?
It's your show.
Like
bro. I mean,
my favorite saltine. There we go.
Sure, say
that'll
that.
work.
Sure,
That'll work.
sure. Go
That'll
ahead.
work. We'll plug saltine crackers,
that
the
works.
official cracker of the
BillsAholic
Pod. And I will say he probably would see it and be like, I probably don't want to be on it, but I'm gonna be on it.
I don't
Hashtag
think he fucks with the
CTESPN.
Bills, bro.
No, he does not mess with the Bills whatsoever.
Yeah,
Whatsoever.
I'm
It was
gonna-
a bill for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, I was so excited. It wasn't even
Who
fun.
reported that?
Oh, I just hopped up on Instagram. It was on the NFL's Instagram.
Everybody reported
Yeah.
it.
He said,
Was that on
fuck that. That's
He
what
was-
he said.
And then he went to the Raiders.
Got himself a new helmet.
hell of a career with the Raiders. I will never forget that morning personally.
Oh, that was amazing.
Waking up for school, check my phone after I get woken up by my alarm. I'm running circles in the fucking house. I'm opening up my parents' room, telling Steve, "Did you know who we just fucking traded for?" And then we get to school and
Fake news.
Fake news.
Travis was walking around the house.
Dude,
Wasn't even invented. Put that shit on.
that's funny. as
Oh my god, I was doing laps around the fucking house.
No, I agree. I was jumping up and down for sure. That was an electrifying morning to say the very least. And then he hit us with the fake news. I was like, damn.
Let's dive in more a little about Rashee Rice. The Chiefs expect him to miss at least a half a season. Honestly, I can see less. I don't even see him getting suspended.
He'll be suspended.
It's just the Chiefs' way.
He'll be suspended.
Hopefully he's suspended for a long time. Bro.
Also, what about that
put
Chiefs?
him away.
What about that Chiefs tampering shit? Have we heard any more about
Nothing,
that?
dude. That one's gonna get swept under the rug. That one will. Yeah.
We're over
No,
here talking
Roger
about
Goodell's
Rasheed
like-
Rice and
Roger Goodell's like, Chiefs tamper? No, never happened. Never happened.
Dude,
Don't know
the
what
Chiefs
you're
are like, Rasheed, we need you to do something.
we.
You
We'll
got
compensate you, but we need you to do something.
Yeah, you.
We can't lose this draft pick.
They really did just get away with that. That is
Yeah,
good.
I don't think anything will come of that, which is stupid. Because if that's any other team, they're losing a
Well, right now,
first round pick.
right now the NFL is like,
They happened to the
What are you talking
Dolphins a couple years ago.
yeah,
Yeah,
when they
for
tamper.
tampering with Brady.
Yeah, they didn't have a first round draft pick for like 2 years because they traded one for Tyreek. Yeah, so they definitely paid the
was at
price. I will
7-Eleven,
say
what
that.
y'all talking about?
What happened?
I was just reading Casey's comment. We're talking
I
about
was at 7-Eleven. Y'all talking about AB?
where we
Yeah, we're trying to get
we
AB on
are-
the pod.
we're getting AB on the pod. CT ESPN. You heard it here first. We're gonna try.
We'll try.
Might not work.
We'll try.
Fuck, we didn't even get Dan.
No, he ghosted me.
Oh, fuck. That's right. That's why we're here today.
Yeah, Dan
Yeah.
Mitchell's the reason we're here today. This
He
pod could have
ghosted
been
me.
posted on Tuesday, but Dan's not here.
Yeah, he said text me back and remind me after the draft.
Dylan-
I did exactly that.
Dylan's been watching this podcast all night, like, "Ooh, I can't wait for Dan to come on. Can't wait for Dan to come on."
Yeah,
And then we just broke the news an hour and 6 minutes in that Dan's not coming on. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry.
we took advantage
Dylan-
of
Y'all
it.
made it this far.
Dylan was very excited about Dan Mitchell coming on. There might be a chance he's still in here. Like, no, he's coming. He's coming. They're cutting to that segment at some point. And unfortunately, Dan Mitchell ghosted us. But that's all right. Sal Carpaccio didn't ghost us, and
You
Nate
win
Geary
some, you
didn't
lose
ghost us. That's all right. We'll
yeah.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. We want to plan our next guest for sure, because
Yeah, we'll put
we've
our
had a
heads
string
together
of
and see.
we've had a string of really solid guests for sure. Obviously the Rashad Wild Goose one wasn't too much insight on him being a Bill because he was only here for a little bit, but
Still cool.
the Nate Geary and Sal Carpaccio ones were
They were golden.
gold for sure. So, and that Sal Carpaccio one, it helped us out a lot. We just gotta keep grinding and get somebody back on here.
Yeah. You guys down for Who's the Man?
All right, who's the man?
I'm ecstatic about Who's the Man.
Appreciate it.
Who's the man?
Get more NFL news.
We will. Well, it's just another segment to get out of the way. We will.
He didn't want to, he didn't want to talk about Quiddy Pay getting the 5th-year option.
Nah, he just
They
completely
didn't really
skipped
care
over
about the
that.
fucking 5th-year options.
Dude, no, there
I
was
was
no.
ready.
I was gonna say there was no stopping the 5th-year option talk over here. Besides the fact that
We're in
we
here
were
talking about dealerships in West Herb building one on Transit, and
dude, there was nobody said we could.
Sir,
You gotta chill out with that, bro.
you're gonna come in with the Team West Herb shirt, John.
Northtown sees, I might lose my job. I might lose my job, bro.
You sold me a Northtown Toyota car.
Yeah,
Truck.
yeah, you're over here, West Herb. I didn't give you
Just trying to
shits
get
and
you
I didn't
gigs,
give you
man.
that bad of an experience in the sales department.
Oh,
I know you're not too happy with the service department.
oh God. Yeah, let's get into this. Who's
Let's go
Yeah,
first.
let's go.
I do.
Who's
Go ahead.
man? Oh, we did it again. We spun the block.
for the two-time University of Florida, 37th overall pick in the 1981 draft by the Bengals.
Holy
I
fuck.
know who it is.
Do you?
You do?
I think so.
Dirty dog. I knew somebody would. 3-time second-team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, and a 1981 All-Rookie team. Finished his career with 417 receptions, 6,698 receiving yards, 36 receiving touchdowns. And this gentleman has won 17 Sports Emmy Awards. Yo, for real?
Y'all
For
are
real.
thinking too hard, bro.
Tank, you got it, right? Yeah. If you guys have no clue in like 2 minutes, I'll
Yeah.
give you the dead giveaway.
Hold on.
I'm just letting you
Now hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait
Wait
a
a second.
second.
Wait a second. It's the first Who's the Man in the new building here.
1981 draft. 37th.
Don't
overall.
even think about
I'm thinking about the
Don't
Em-
even
I'm
think
thinking
about
about the
that.
Emmy Awards, bro.
Think about that.
I don't pay it. What?
I know.
He was
I,
only on the Bengals.
I know. I'm just gonna be mad at
He's a
myself.
legend in that town, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Very forgotten as a player.
You listen to him often.
All right, yeah. That's a good one.
You listen to him often.
You might not like it, but you're gonna have to deal with it.
What?
That's all you can get.
You might not
Yeah, I think
like
that's
it,
all you
but
guys
you're
can
gonna have
get.
to deal with it. What was your dead giveaway? No? Okay.
He got it off the 1981 draft, bro. You were like 19. Got it.
That was crazy.
Damn.
You guys are thinking way too.
Well, I'm just thinking of media people.
Okay,
Like I'm not thinking.
You're on the right track.
on the right track.
There's nothing. I'm not thinking about the draft or anything. I'm going strictly media, not even thinking about pro football.
Okay.
And I'm struggling to think of who is a receiver.
If you ask
media.
me, probably better media career than football career.
100%.
This is gonna piss me off.
If he wasn't in the media, you wouldn't have any idea who he was.
Unless you were a Bengals fan in
Unless you're-
'81.
Yeah. Y'all are gonna be so dumbfounded.
Let me think. Do you guys play Madden? Did you play Madden this
I
year?
do.
Ultimate Team at all?
Oh no.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
He was in a couple Maddens on the other side, not on the field.
As a
A
coach,
few of them. No.
No.
as
no.
a
I can't tell
commentator,
you, it'll give it away.
as a commentator, huh?
Media.
In the Madden world.
Well, I was gonna bring up Madden because he has a card this year in Madden.
Of course, the 1 year I don't play MUT.
Um,
I feel like
if we say anything else, it's just a dead giveaway.
I don't know, bro.
Because I was gonna get up and do like a little bit with a object, but that'll give it away.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
If I haven't gotten it by now, come on.
You guys
Hold on,
done?
let me do it.
Flip it.
What in the hell is that supposed to
Nothing,
Come on.
Are you-
just rolling the
Literally,
chair.
He's in the chair.
fellas? Are we tapping? Because I really want to say this.
Dude,
Fucking say it, bro. They're not gonna get it.
Here's a guy. Well, here's a guy.
you're kidding me, bro.
There's no
Chris Collinsworth.
No way, man. I forgot he played.
Well,
Oh
here's
my
a guy.
God,
You
man.
may Tank. You may hear him a lot, and you may not like it. You hear him a lot, and you may not like it.
Yeah.
Fucking Collinsworth. Fucking Collinsworth.
Next one, man.
Damn, I'm disappointed in you fellas,
For
man.
real,
I'm
bro.
so disappointed.
You
I don't
hear
wanna
him a
play
lot,
anymore.
and you may not like it.
Travis,
God
you're
damn
up.
it. I'm
Travis.
up.
You're up, Travis.
Fuck. Alabama
John,
Crimson.
we tried, right? We tried.
even want to play.
No, you tried. So, what was the whole chair thing?
The
They
slide in
slide in?
shot, bro.
Like he comes sliding in.
The Chris Collinsworth slide.
He's got
Oh.
the mic.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's a
Okay.
guy.
Oh, damn it! If you just said, "Now here's a guy," I would have been like, "Chris
Please,
Collinsworth."
Louise.
Okay, I got you now. God damn it. Alabama Crimson Tide, 2009
Roll Tide.
to 2013. 5th round of the 2014 NFL Draft. You guys ready for these teams? Because there's a fucking lot.
Oh, Jesus.
Bengals 2014 to 2017. Bills 2018. Raiders 2018. Texans 2019 to 2020. Falcons 2021. Battlehawks 2023.
Oh, Jesus, man.
That was my team.
Bengals 2023.
Man,
He's with the Battlehawks again.
if y'all don't get this, bro,
Best XFL quarterback in 2023.
Oh,
You guys got it?
can I just see this again real quick?
I think so.
Ah, dude, I don't even need this.
I went funny. I went
Rip
funny.
It. Just rip
You
it.
got it?
I got it.
AJ McCarron.
Yeah. I went funny tonight. I went funny.
You-
You had me until you threw in the best XFL player. Then I was like, duh.
Damn, I went
Those
only.
memes were so fucking funny, dude.
I went the only serious one, I guess.
Chris Collinsworth.
Okay, but that's kind of funny. That's a very solid one.
All right. No, you're right.
That's a very solid one, but that one's definitely funny
Gotcha.
because of what it means to us as Bills fans.
Yeah.
All right. Drafted by the Bengals, 17th overall in 2012. Played for the Bengals, Cardinals, and 49ers. Played 8 seasons for the Bengals. He totaled 13 interceptions in 119 games. He was out of Alabama, and he spent only 1 season with the Cardinals and the 49ers. But he played 10 years and spent 8 of them in Cincinnati. I don't know if you guys are gonna get this.
Can you go over those teams again? And what years? Like the first 3 hints. The year he was drafted.
All right, so he played for 3 teams, one being Cincinnati, second one being Arizona, third
In that
one
order.
being San Francisco.
And he only played 1 year
Cincinnati,
on both of those.
2012 through 2020. Well, 2012 through 2019. In the 2020 season, he signed with the Arizona Cardinals. And then the 2021 season, he signed with the San Francisco 49ers. He totaled 13 interceptions in 119 games in his NFL career. I'll give you one more hint. He is a defensive back.
I got nothing.
He's a defensive back.
I'm stumped.
Did I stump you over there too, Tank?
Yeah, you got me.
13 picks.
You just let me know when you're ready.
When you said Cincy in Arizona, I automatically went to AJ Brown, but then you pull out the interception. I'm like,
Defensive back. 2012 to 2019.
I'm stumped, dude. Holy shit.
drafted by the Bengals.
Drafted by the Bengals in the first round.
Let's go through this real quick. In my notes.
What overall pick was he?
He was the 17th overall pick.
All right. So it's not a safety.
No.
No, I just went through all. Played for. He played the 2019 season.
He did.
Ah, you dirty dog. You dirty dog.
I can't think of his name.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Took me a while, but damn.
Wow. I thought for sure that was it. I thought for sure John was walking out of here with only 1 point, but he gets a point closer to me tonight.
Damn. I took all my brain power.
Underrated corner, or like was he known?
That's an impressive one, the fact that he got that.
You got to dig. You got to dig deep. For me, him going to Arizona gave it up.
Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to, because he went to Arizona in 2020.
I didn't know the year. I just knew he played for Arizona.
He actually had one of his better years with Arizona as well, where he had 3 interceptions, which tied his career high.
It's not.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah, say it.
Drake Kirkpatrick.
He had dreads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
See,
one.
I wanted in my head. I was like, this dude has dreads.
You know what the first name I wrote down was? Just because to me that kind of looks similar was Jason Verrett.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
Jason
yeah,
Verrett,
yeah.
yeah. Jason
Drake
Verrett.
Kirkpatrick. Yep.
I mean, that's
I pictured him with dreads. I could not think of his name.
Yeah, it took a minute to get there, but
it's okay.
did anybody in the chat get that? Anybody watching? Drake Kirkpatrick? Because I don't. That was a tough one.
You pulled
Tank,
that
did
one.
you have it?
No, hell no.
That was impressive. I thought for sure I was walking away victorious with that one.
Travis, you want to scribble us down?
I don't have a marker.
Sick.
No, you do. It's behind you.
I do. Oh,
So what? Travis.
I have 0.
Damn.
Casey says, bro, I got all 3. Fuck you mean?
Damn, Casey pulled Drake Kirkpatrick out of his ass.
He lying.
Imagine,
He lied.
imagine if Casey would on the podcast, he'd have been sitting there like,
How many
Damn,
points
man.
were you above John?
I should have 31.
And I should have 37. Casey would have been like when it was Drake
John's still at
Kirkpatrick.
29. You still had 29. Oh wait, you got 2.
I had 2.
You got That's why.
Casey's so funny, bro. I'm still looking back to when the Who's the Man where he just came out of left field on all 3 of those guesses. Really, I love Casey so much.
Sean Mendenhall.
that one got me. I still can't believe that.
There's a new Keon Coleman clip out right now.
Oh,
I'll play it.
is there a way to react to this live?
I'll just play it through. You don't really need to watch it, but here, I'll play it through.
Do you do outside of football?
Chill at the house, golf, bowl a little bit.
You golf?
I ain't no golf. I'm Tiger. Wish he could. I'm not Tiger Woods.
Tiger wish he could.
I wish I could put in do all that. Them boys out there shooting 5 under. I ain't doing all that. I'm my TV 5 just to put it in. But I'm gonna go have fun. Like it's controlled chaos. You frustrated, but you can't get mad. Pull a muscle on your back trying to hit the ball. So it forces me to stay calm and just swing. Just have some fun.
That was at his combine meeting.
That's
all right.
literally all of us playing golf.
Yeah,
I'm just there for fun.
Tiger wish he could.
that makes
That's
me feel
funny.
kind of good.
Got a question for you guys.
All right.
What team do you think had the best draft?
Mm,
Well, Casey did have it.
which
Casey,
team?
I was just joking, dude.
Yeah, I was just kidding, Casey.
Which team had the best draft? The Chicago Bears.
Think the Bears
Yeah. When you land your franchise quarterback in
and Roma Dunze.
Roma Dunze in the same draft, you had a pretty successful draft, I'd say, and then they had a lot of depth and talent after that as well. So it's a solid draft.
You know whose draft I actually didn't mind was the Chargers. Sitting there, they charged that pick to take Joe Alt there,
Mhm.
and Harbaugh literally said, "Yeah, offensive linemen are weapons."
I love it.
But looking back at it, you grab one of the best tackles in the draft, and you go get a guy like McConkey. I think they had
That's
a pretty
solid.
solid draft. I like the back end of their draft as well.
Brendan Rice.
So
Well, he's probably not even going to make the team.
yeah, who knows? I'm gonna say a team's draft that I actually really didn't mind, and this is, I know it's a BillsAholic podcast, but I'm gonna give the New England Patriots some love.
I was
with their
gonna give them
draft.
as love. I was gonna give them love too.
Their wide receiver core.
They double dipped. I do like their double dip
That's
on
a
wide
team
receivers.
that knows how to double dip.
They double dipped and they got
Jalen Polk
they got
and
my
Javon
favorite
Baker.
wide receiver that was gonna go in the second and third round there. That part of the draft. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Jalen Polk's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Polk's gonna be a problem. That was one of my favorite receivers in the draft.
They definitely double dipped the right way.
I'm upset that he went to New England, but they double dipped.
Got their hands on Drake May and some.
And they got him weapons.
Yeah.
They got him weapons. 'Cause,
They made sure of
that
it.
receiving core before those two guys stepped in the room was not the best, but still, now you put those two guys in, you still have like Kendrick Bourne. You still have, gosh, do they still have Devontae Parker? The Patriots?
I don't think
I don't
so.
believe so.
Okay, so you still have
Juju.
Kendrick. You still have Kendrick Bourne.
They have
Still have him.
something Douglas. He was a rookie
Oh,
last year.
Demario Douglas.
Demario.
And then they still have Tyquan Thornton too.
Mhm.
So Tyquan Thornton, future Buffalo Bill.
And LSU guy too. Butte.
Oh, Butte, yeah. Butte. Keon Butte or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, man,
Oh, yeah.
They had a very good
Booty!
draft.
Booty.
Yeah,
He was on my
that's-
taxi
I'm gonna
squad
give
for a while.
I'm gonna give the Patriots my favorite draft of,
Yeah, I would.
of this 2024 NFL draft.
Want the Bills.
I'm not gonna knock the Bills draft by any means. I mean, they got a solid wide receiver, but they filled
They filled holes.
They filled holes this
Where,
draft.
where are you ranking it? Like A, B, C, D.
I'm gonna give them a.
EFG.
I'm
me
gonna give them a B minus.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them a B plus. All right, I'm gonna give them a B plus because if Keon, it all depends on what Keon Coleman really does, right? Like I feel like that really, not double dipping is a huge thing on our end, and like I put on Twitter that I know you saw. Who are we to really sit here and judge like the guys that judge their draft? Like the Chiefs got a C minus for drafting Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
For trading up and drafting Patrick Mahomes. The whole rest of the NFL should get an F for letting the Chiefs get Patrick Mahomes. Like, and they got a C minus for that. So really, truthfully, a lot of these guys that grade the draft not coming at us by any means because we're right. I'm gonna say we're right because we're the BillsAholic pod. But the NFL analysts don't know what they're talking about when they grade these drafts, man. And I don't have to go any further than giving C- to Patrick Mahomes going to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Well, that's an A+ move, man.
Yeah, I got
Lions
him
last
at
year,
a what's up?
So the Lions last year too, they got a terrible grade on their draft.
Their draft class
Their
was so
draft
crazy
essentially
last
one
year.
of the reasons why they got boosted up last season.
100%.
We also have to think though these guys are grading based off of positional need, where they drafted these prospects, and their overall draft. So it's not like yeah, you look at it. Do we remember any pick after Patrick Mahomes that they took?
Oh, for the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Not a chance.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of like you look at Detroit last year and they take Gibbs.
Mhm.
They just signed David Montgomery. That's a big reason. So I get what you're saying though. Looking at like, oh, dude, what do you mean we got a B? This was an A draft. You know what I mean? It's all.
Yeah.
With that being said, I gave the Bills a C+, just because I think in a wide receiver class this deep, not to grab 2. That's the only reason I don't have it as a B.
I agree with you. I
Yeah.
do.
I respect it.
We had plenty of opportunities to double dip.
Which I did put a poll out on Twitter, and I want to say it was, I don't know, somewhere around 60% was B.
Yeah.
So it seems
I
like
saw that.
Bill's Mafia is all around. I did it on purpose.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't get me excited like that.
He emphasized it.
Don't get me excited like that. Actually, you're A1 on
A1.
A1.
Nice.
B had 44, C had 0, and F had 0.
Nice.
Bill's Mafia
Mafia.
was like we're in. We like this draft. NFL Rookie Watch puts on Twitter today. Keon Coleman will reportedly have no problem filling in for the Stephon Diggs role. Keon Coleman apparently has a higher ceiling. I love these accounts, dude. Like,
Right.
what are they supposed to? Bill's got a stud. Like, how do we? We don't know that until we know.
I don't know what my biggest issue with him actually is. It's not his skill set. It's not.
Don't tell me it's his attitude, man.
It's nothing. No, nothing like that. It's. I tweeted out actually. Matt Harmon terrified me because on his breakdown, he ran like 70% out of the slot. He is a slot receiver. The Bills and Brandon Beane have already said they want to play him at the X, which for those that don't know, it's your outside receiver who is on the line of scrimmage. Looking at Keon Coleman's success rate against press man in college, that is terrifying. With that being said, I agree with Chris. You draft a prospect. Not only will Joe Brady, the whole wide receiver what am I trying to say?
Wide receiver
Room. Thank you. I mean, I love his upside. It's just him playing the X is going to terrify me, especially if teams start throwing one of their best corners at you and start pressing you. If he can't get off that.
So I actually, that kind of leads into something I did want to ask you guys about. And it has a big thing to do with the fact that Keon Coleman, his biggest knack so far, we all know it. Can't create separation. Which that definitely raises a red flag for me. Especially if you want to play in your X, of course that's going to raise a red flag for me. But I read something. This wasn't like a tweet where it was like a stat or anything like that, but it was an opinion that I saw on Twitter, and I think I retweeted it because I did agree with it like heavily. And with the Bills' new offense, Josh Allen obviously last year, he had how many interceptions? Like 14, something like that. A lot. He literally almost led the NFL in interceptions or something stupid like that. I'm curious to see, like, without Diggs, you put in a Keon Coleman. It'll be interesting to see what he does with separation in the NFL. It'll be interesting to see how they really use him. But like the way the offense is ran now, there was some argument on Twitter where somebody was saying like, well, the Bills tried to force the ball to Stephon Diggs a lot. Balls got intercepted, forced the ball down the field to him, this, that, the third. Without having that in the offense, it kind of felt like, and I don't know how true this is, maybe Josh feeling like he had to force Stephon Diggs the ball. Without having that in the offense, where Keon Coleman is this new, young, fresh wide receiver where, yeah, he is going to want the ball, but he's not going to sit here and he's not going to act like a baby when he doesn't get the ball. or he doesn't play a big role in a win. I just, with the direction of the offense, like it might not be a big deal that they don't have that separator. Like I think Shakir plays a big role, right?
Samuel plays a good.
I think Samuel plays a big role. I think Kincaid. I think it's just going to be a interesting season for the Bills because, like in years past, yeah, we've had Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, and Stephon Diggs has been the route runner that's created separation. And there's videos out there. I mean, we don't need to. I mean, he's gotten a lot of DBs ankles by some of these routes that he runs. So it's an interesting like portion of the offense being taken away. But I think the way the offense is kind of rolling now, I think it's going to be interesting to really see how they use Keon Coleman and maybe that separation, him not creating separation. I don't think it's going to be that big of a. I don't even know how to put it, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal in the Bills' offense as far as how they perform without him being able to create that separation. I think he's truly going to be that guy that you can throw the ball up and he's just going to go get that thing.
Is that what you want Josh to be, though?
No. Okay, so no, I my ideal thing for Josh Allen is if he truly is comfortable now without having Stephon Diggs like that. My personal opinion is I think Stephon Diggs was kind of I don't want to say we saw him be a good teammate, but I think maybe there was a little bit more behind the scenes that I don't want to say stressed Josh out and the way he felt like he needed to perform or the way he needed to get the ball to him. But I feel like there was a little bit of that, and I think that not being there, I think is going to play a pivotal role in what we see in Josh Allen this year.
He can play more free.
I think he can play a little bit more free the way he wants to play. He can spread the ball around a little bit better. And
we've seen when he spreads the ball, no one can stop him. We've seen it before.
So my only argument to that is when you look at the second half of the year when Diggs was only getting targeted 2-3 times, it wasn't necessarily force feeding him. You know what I mean? So what's kind of, you know what I'm saying though? Like what is,
I'd love to, let me see if I can pull it up, but if I'm not mistaken, like, cause we always talk about the stat where Khalil Shakir had 44 targets or whatever towards the back end of the season, and Diggs had like 80.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that like, other than the playoff game where Diggs was wide open in the slot or the Steelers game, you didn't really see him there either. But there was no doubt that I feel like they still tried to get him the football a decent amount. Clearly they did. They targeted him 80. Yeah, they targeted him 80 times. But I feel like, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. Like I feel like he really had some negative aura on the way that he wanted to play the game of football with the Bills this year. So I'm interested to see. I think, like the rest of the media has alluded to, this is a big year for Josh. Like Patrick Mahomes losing Tyreek Hill, it's big. Like Josh Allen's losing Stephon Diggs. A lot of people have this mindset where Stephon Diggs has made Josh, where I think they both kind of made each other. And I'm excited to see. I just truthfully think that not having that in the locker room is going to be a big deal for Josh, and I think it kind of helps him maybe elevate his game a little bit.
Okay. I can see what you're coming from.
Yeah.
So I like that Jay brought that up because I have written down right here. I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think the Bills are trying to build on offense? Because we went into the draft. Oh, we need explosive plays. Well, we get a guy that's not exactly known for explosive plays per se down the field, but he's a good yak guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bills talked about wanting yak.
Bills need
you bring in Curtis Samuel. What do you think they're trying to build here? Because we saw at the back end of the season when Joe Brady comes in, we're throwing screens like no tomorrow. And me personally, you got a guy like Josh Allen, I don't want to throw a screen. I'm sorry. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Fair. That is fair.
With that being said, I did dig this up from Keon Coleman's last year there with the Seminoles. He averaged 1.7 yards per route run last year. Looking back, like I said, Matt Harmon absolutely terrified me. He caught a lot of screens.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys probably seen the highlight of him running up the sideline, hurdling the guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just a little bit nervous that I guess Joe Brady's not going to let Josh sit there and rip the ball.
Okay.
Kind of like what you were saying, like force feed Diggs, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
We all said it. How many times do you think we said it last year? Just let Josh be Josh. Well,
oh yeah.
We all know Josh wants to rip the ball down the field. I'm a little nervous that the offense is going to turn into not dink and dunk, but I don't want to see screens every other play type of thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
You got no idea.
I got no idea
You got
because
no idea. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm taking a lot in,
Yeah.
and I want to picture this offense around Josh's voice, but I think Joe Brady will have that saying it like.
But I think Joe Brady's earned the right to have the say in it. I think he came into a not very. I'm not gonna say any offensive coordinator that comes in and Josh Allen's your quarterback and Stephon Diggs is your receiver and James Cook's your running back. That's a phenomenal situation to get into, right? Like that's a phenomenal team to have around to try to move the ball.
Right.
But what I will say is the tough thing that for him is obviously coming in the middle of the season. You can add things to the playbook. You can't create your own playbook in the middle of the season. So
New season now, yes.
new season, whole off season of putting in his stuff. I'm sure there'll be some stuff we'll keep from last year's playbook.
Whatever worked for Josh.
I'm sure it's going to be the majority of it's going to be different. That's another thing we have to keep in mind is while last year we watched what we watched, these screen passes and stuff like that, we also find ourselves with potentially a whole different, I'm not going to say a whole different playbook, but it's got to be a majority of a different
It's going to be a
playbook.
completely different offense. You don't
Right.
have, quite
It's
frankly,
different.
you
It's
don't
different.
have Stephon Diggs. You don't have a number one right now.
Right. So I'll agree to that. It's going to be different. Clearly, I think the Bills want to be able to run the football, and I think that that's still going to be a big thing in their game. I mean, James Cook, we'll see if he takes another step this year. He took a big step last year. I think there's a chance he can take a big step this year again. But I think you're right. I got to agree with John. I think the Bills almost do want to create a little bit of a – I think Joe Brady wants to have it where it is kind of a little bit more of a dink and dime. And maybe that's not what we want to see, and that maybe it will be successful and we'll be happy, but it'll be interesting.
So you're saying dink and dime, and then wanting to see rack.
Yeah, I still think this offense is going to move through Kincaid, and I really like what I've seen. There were some plays that Kincaid made after he caught the ball where I was like, damn, we just got to keep getting this guy the ball. Where like you could just tell like he was just, I mean, he's solid after the ball with the ball.
His second season too. You know how we alluded to it. His rookie season, he runs 10-yard hitch, stops at the center field, catches it, turns around. Now, his second season, I think we can see a lot more open routes open up for him
100%.
as well. We saw him
Against,
later on the season. Corner routes started getting big with Dalton Kincaid. Yeah, I think it's gonna be huge.
Had a seam route touchdown against the Steelers in the playoffs.
Yep. Laser.
That was a nice route ran by him. I mean, obviously you're just running off the seam. It's not like it's the hardest thing in the world, but he got open. And
I'm really excited to see what Dalton can do year two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Under Joe Brady's offense.
Now I wanna just ask you guys something about Keon Coleman. And Keon, while he didn't run the fastest 40-yard dash time, he did run the fastest, I guess they call it the gauntlet, where they catch the ball and they turn upfield. He did run that the fastest out of all receivers. And the Bills obviously seen something with that because that shows your ability to catch the ball and turn upfield and run. And he ran the fastest out of all the receivers in the draft class. There was another guy that ran that fast that the Bills took a chance on, and that was Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis ran the fastest in his draft for that little gauntlet. So I think when you're Brandon Beane, the 40-yard dash, it does mean something like that. That obviously I know for a fact that plays right into your draft stock. But at one Bills drive, I think the 40-yard dash, we look at it. But I think the 40-yard dash is second in the receiver. Like when they look at the receivers, I think the biggest thing is their gauntlet time, the ability to show what you can do after you catch the ball and you turn upfield. And Keon Coleman, he scored first for that.
I definitely see it because when you look at the Bills scouts and Brandon Beane, they look at much more than the eye-popping things when it comes to the draft. Like us fans, we're looking at the 40-yard dash and the 3-cone drill, all the primary stuff. But they dig deep, and there's a reason why they draft the guys they draft. And it's fans like us, or sometimes we don't understand why we draft them, but they know. At the end of the day, they know they got their guy, and they know what they're gonna come and provide.
Absolutely.
So the gauntlet's actually in-game speed. It tests the ability of the receiver to stay on a straight line, running as fast as he can and catching the ball. That's more in-game speed. That's what I care about. So like just like you guys, I don't give a piss about the 40-yard dash,
Yeah.
truthfully.
Yeah, because it doesn't
Um,
really translate as much.
But yeah, no, he plays faster than his 40. He
Mhm.
also, keep in mind, he jumped 38-inch vertical. The kid's athletic.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Like I said, my only concern with him is, can he play the X?
Yeah.
If he can play the X, like I said, I can see him being a 1A, 1B type deal.
Sounds like we got an interesting season ahead of us at the wide receiver position.
Anything could
Before
happen with
break.
this
I
offense.
think I'm going to hit him with the amen. We'll see on that one.
That's a big amen. All right. Before we wrap things up tonight, though, obviously you can hit whatever you want after this real quick. But just while we're on the topic of Keon Coleman, I know he's been the big talk tonight, and as he should. He's the Bills' highest draft pick, and we're coming off the draft here. Give me both of your guys' potential stat line for Keon Coleman here. If he was to play all 17 games, which hopefully he does. Give me Keon Coleman's rookie year, his stats. Just a shot.
65. Well, yeah, 65 targets, 45 catches. I'd love to see close to 800 yards.
Mhm.
More realistically, I mean, because I like you, I think Kincaid's going to be well over 100 targets.
Mhm.
So we'll say 700. We'll go 730 yards, and I truly think he's going to be in double digits with touchdowns. I think he'll have 11.
Okay.
Now, this year, I don't think we're going to see a Bills wide receiver go over 1,000 yards. Now, I think his stat line, maybe 75 targets, 60, 65 receptions. I want to see him dig into the 800 yards. Maybe not 850, maybe just a little bit low, like 825, 25 yards less. And I'm going to do 8 touchdowns.
Okay. You're going to call me crazy here. You're going to call me crazy.
You think he's getting 1K?
You're going to call me crazy. Give me 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. From
How many
Keon Coleman.
targets?
I'm going to go 96 targets.
96.
And the man has hands.
So,
All right,
just a rough-
we're
okay.
going to change that a little bit. We're going to change that a little bit. I'm not going to change the yards to the touchdowns because I'm going to stay strong with that. Targets I'm terrible with, but give me you got to have at least like 115 targets
for 112 or 1,200.
So the only issue with that is if we're predicting Kincaid to be well over
I know.
100,
I know that contradicts that.
I don't think you're going to have targets for that.
But I'm putting all the stock in my boy Keon Coleman.
I hear you.
I'm gonna make that clear here on May 2nd, Thursday, 2024 at 9:50 p.m. I'm putting all the marbles on my boy Keon Coleman.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a supporter from day one here.
So
you're going in the offense. You're going Coleman, Kincaid.
yeah, I was just about to say, who's the offense running? Because you told us an hour ago it's going to be Kincaid.
No. I think it still can run through Kincaid.
Okay.
I think you just got a really good 1-2 punch.
Okay.
I'm just putting hope in stock. I mean, that's all.
I got
that's
you.
all pipe dreams.
You know what? For next pod, man,
That's all pipe.
I want to look into the targets that are actually going to be available.
Okay.
I'll have those stats coming at you, boys.
It's all pipe dream. I'm gonna be wrong. We'll look back on this.
Me and Travis are like, dude,
You guys are very realistic.
800. That's a good fucking rookie season.
100% it is. That is.
He
that's
has
a good
12.
rookie
He
season.
better win Offensive Rookie of the Year,
Oh, he better.
and Josh better win MVP, and we better win a suit. Just kidding.
May 2nd, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'll probably be wrong. In
That's
February,
fine.
So
That's fine.
I'm gonna stand on
What touchdowns
business.
did you say?
8.
8.
All right,
So
so
I'm
we
the only
agree.
one that got to
We
win.
agree with the 8 touchdowns.
We don't
I
agree
like
on the
him in
yards.
double
but it's
digits,
okay.
man.
I don't disagree. I'm just gonna throw that stat line out. Probably wrong, but this is what it is. If I'm right, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, right.
If I'm wrong,
Who cares?
it's
I'm
okay.
wrong.
But if I'm right, it's a good thing to be right about.
It is a good thing to be right about.
And that means
Very
Brandon
good
Bean, he's feeling good at pick 33 because he's like, damn, I was right about that pick.
That's good value.
And you got something I know.
Yeah, I want to go
the
the defense. A couple hours ago,
Oh yeah.
Dion Jones,
Yeah, Deion
29-year-old linebacker. So our linebacker room is Milano, Bernard, Deion Jones, Dorian Williams, that rookie that I'm not even going to try to pronounce it,
Him and Bale
Bill
Inspector.
Inspector, and Nicholas Morrow,
Mhm.
which can't body, probably. Maybe. He played a good season with the Eagles.
I think you
He
got
had well
something
over
there.
100 tackles.
That's just a tough linebacker. Maybe we usually, 5, 6 linebackers?
For special teams, they usually run 4 deep.
And special teams
Now,
is changing this
Nicholas
year.
Morrow,
Five deep,
he
my
is a
bad.
special teamer too.
Yeah.
The kickoffs are changing this year, so
Right. So Deion
That's
Jones.
what you want is backers.
exactly.
They might keep
Exactly.
6 for all I know.
They might. Deion Jones. Does this scare you for Matt Milano not being ready week 1?
No.
not a chance.
No.
Not a chance.
Proven NFL vet.
He's no, I think that's just another guy that was just sitting there after all the starting linebackers were swooped out of free agency.
Mhm.
Brandon Bean and the Bills have shown when you got veteran value like that. Deion Jones isn't the Deion Jones that we've seen from Atlanta, where he was one
So
of the
he-
best linebackers. in the
Sideline
league.
to sideline.
Yeah,
Right.
we're not getting that with him. I mean, Deion Jones is coming from Carolina last year.
Yep.
So by the way, already makes sense.
Connection.
He had Buffalo Bill written all
Mhm.
over him when he left
Uh-huh.
Carolina. He's not like just Don just said. He's not a sideline to sideline. He's not what he was. I know he's 29, but when does he turn 30? Is he gonna be 30 before the season starts?
Don't know.
Um,
So like I was telling you on the way up, potential AJ Klein role.
I think so. I think you. It's always nice to have that veteran in the room that can step in. I think last year we saw the Bills fall into a hole with linebackers where you did lose
Mhm.
Milano and then you lost Bernard in the playoffs. And you're kind of sitting there like, oh my God,
Dorian
we got
Williams
the
and AJ
Chiefs.
Klein.
Yeah, we got the Chiefs coming in and they've got Travis Kelce, who's obviously who they run the offense through.
Pick our
There's not a
linebackers
single
apart.
linebacker here
Yeah.
to help offset that.
Mhm.
I think part of it's like, okay, well, we want to avoid a situation like that. So I think you get Milano back. I think he's ready for week 1.
He's been in the lab.
He might not realistically, he might not be completely ready for training camp, but if he is, we're happy. And then you get Bernard back, who Bernard said he's feeling good. So I don't know. I don't think that's saying anything about Milano's chance to play week 1. I think there's still a pretty high chance.
Chris hit it right in the head. McDermott does not want to get caught with his pants down ever again. You don't want to
Yeah.
roll out AJ Klein or a Dotson. Like, no offense to Dotson, but those aren't your cover guys.
Right.
Another thing that I do want to kind of relay this into is I think that you're going to see a lot more 3 linebacker sets, whether that is Dorian, Morrow, or Dion. Just because you lost Poyer and Hyde, you don't have your veteran guys to step up, play the run like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's something to think.
Could be a
But
new look defense, new look
Good.
offense.
that and you hit it on the head again. The kickoff rule. You want linebackers and tight ends that can get off a block and tackle. They're not sprinting down anymore. So for me, I can see the Bills carrying a lot more. Like, I can almost guarantee you they'll have the 3 tight ends and a minimum of 5 linebackers.
Yeah.
Simply just for kickoffs.
Yeah.
Now what position group do you think they'll shave down because of that?
Well, your safety room for one.
Yeah. Let me ask.
I think you're only going to roll 4 safeties.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You'll
And
have Rapp, Edwards, Cole, and DeMar.
Yeah.
I mean, DeMar Hamlin, obviously he.
Last year on his contract.
Yeah, I think he definitely makes the 53 just because of what he offers for special teams.
He's your core special teamer
Yeah.
there, and he's one of your backup. I think you roll with them 4, and
It's not like he can't come in and back up if he has
Yeah.
to. So
Now what about Cam Lewis?
well, Cam Lewis is
Your boy Cam
is your
Lewis.
backup. That
he'll make the team.
Nickelback.
he's your backup nickel.
Okay.
Cam Lewis has given us no reason to feel like
He's versatile.
He is.
and Brandon Bean and McDermott, they love that. They love that, and he's clearly been a solid locker room. He's been solid in the locker room teammate wise. So I think he's probably making the 53,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna be interesting to see, man.
One last thing for me, we got a Bills number change. I don't know if you guys saw, but Taylor Rapp, repping number 9.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see that.
Repping 9. That's a
Okay.
solid number.
All right.
I fuck with that.
That is kind of sick.
That's cool.
I like single-digit defensive players.
Yeah.
It's kinda
Keon
cool.
wearing 0. I don't know if we said that.
Keon Coleman.
Oh, we did not say that. But
That is
that's cold.
It is. Yeah, the 0 is sweet. It is sweet. This podcast, we will be repping 0 jerseys, I think, at some point.
Yeah, mid-season. After this jersey order, mid-season.
Oh yeah, your next jersey order. You're
My
signing.
Me and Chris will.
Yeah.
Have to.
Mid-season.
You fucking have to. It's the
Mid-season.
first time they invested in wide receiver in the draft since
Hey,
Sammy.
I'm repping my wide receiver. That's it.
I hear you.
That's fair.
Mid-season will be a Keon Coleman jersey.
All right,
I hear you, man.
can't wait. You got anything, John?
I'm good.
All right. Well, all right, fellas.
Oh, hold on.
Oh
I just want to.
he got
What
me
are
right in
we?
the
What are
home
we
run
hitting for
stretch.
who the man next week?
All right, so we did the Bengals and the Steelers so
Yep.
far. So we got the Ravens or the Browns. Why don't we go to the other side of the lake, the other mistake by the lake, and let's go Cleveland.
All right. Go
Brownies.
Cleveland.
Sorry, Cleveland Browns fans.
And
They
then,
get it.
It's the same pain we go through.
yeah,
It's okay. It's all
And
right.
then next pod, you guys want to get into our other draft picks a little bit because I know we spent a
Yeah,
lot of time on
we
Keon.
talked a lot about
as we
Keon
should have.
Coleman.
We'll hop into our.
Let's
I'm a
do
big
it.
fan of that corner.
Let's do it,
All right.
man. Daquan Hardy.
Yes. I'm good. Big
Yeah.
fan.
But I'll be right about that. We can talk about that tomorrow. I mean next week. That'll be a good.
Tuesday.
That'll be Tuesday. Yeah.
Hopefully back to
Tuesday,
our regular.
Tuesday.
All right.
Team special players.
Shout out to everybody that watched the podcast tonight. Shout out to all the love. We're up to 223 subscribers on the YouTube and
Yep.
almost 500
Just
followers
shy.
on TikTok. 498. So if you don't follow us on TikTok, please be sure to check us out. And as always, if there's Bills fans out there, just let them know about the podcast. And we're in the new building. We're in the new building, boys. New building, new beginnings.
We'll be up and running in a few weeks.
And he
Can't
hit
wait.
it. He hit it with the view. Nice.
Handicap it off of the camera.
Woo! Let's go. Shout out to the Bills fans that watched us tonight, and let's go Bills.
Go Bills.